Hello YouTube, it's Martin here. So I'm just going to go over a quick update on my guppy tanks today, just to show you what has changed again. Um, so number one, this is my black guppy tank. Um, so if you're following along, you'll see that one of the male, big black male guppies, I have moved him out of this tank. This is the little Japan tank, I call it. The female is quite heavy. She's probably going to give birth to some nice black fry. Um, now, I've moved this guppy. I'll zoom in on him for you. Now, he is a black guppy, but it's kind of funny when he turns around on one side, he's purple. It's kind of neat. I had him in my blue guppy tank, but he's sort of a slow go-getter, not really into going after the girls. So um, we'll let him get a little bit more acquainted. He does seem to like this black female the most. So we'll leave them be. They're getting along. He's getting along a lot better than in my other tank. So let's move down. This one changed a bit. This is I call this my food tank. Basically, it has shrimp, ghost shrimp in it. I've got natural plants and these I call my gardener fish, but they're really some sort of a flying fish. I have to get the exact name. But I had about 25 minnows that I bought. I've been losing steadily 1 minnow to 3 minnows a night, except for last night. So some I did feed to Benjamin because they were weak and about to die. But as you can see, I'm down to 5, and one is being swallowed up by my shrimp. My ghost shrimp decided to take this guy out. I think he died during the night. So another thing I noticed about my ghost shrimp, I've never had these little shrimp before. Let me see if I can zoom in to that ghost shrimp for you, just so you can see him. Maybe not so much devour. Let's see. But okay, so that's what a shrimp looks like. They come in different colors. They grow up to 2 inches for the shrimp kind that people actually collect for their colors, except this is the ghost shrimp version. So what I've noticed, as I was saying, is that they do shed their skins. They literally walk out of their skin, and it looks like another shrimp. And sometimes I'm thinking, oh, my shrimp died. But that is not the case. They literally shed their skin sometimes. So I'll leave that be. Now, in this tank, I also have these nice ivory snails. I had 4, I did lose 1, but this one is getting huge. So we'll see how he progresses. So I've moved the remainder, which is 5 now, into this tank. And I only moved 1 of their breeding cubes in here, just in case they do want to breed. I'll probably end up buying a couple more, just to keep them at 5 or 8, something like that in this tank. They seem to be the only fish that really gets along with these guys. So they're kind of nice in there. Maybe they'll breed for me one day. But I'll keep them up. I'll keep buying more if they do die. It's just not a very hardy fish. I mean, I think they're bred for food and not very sturdy. They'll just keep dying on you unless you feed them to your fish. So Then moving down to my blue tank, you can see I did mention in my last video I'm going to start replacing my filter in the back with this filter. This filter seems to be the in water filter. It seems to work best for me, so it's pretty powerful. It really does a good job. I'm going to replace a couple more, I think. Oh, say hello to Max. Hi, Max. What you doing? Peekaboo. Okay, so the blue guppies are fine. I do not move these blue ones too much. They're very finicky. If I move them, it takes them a long time to start getting along together. So I'll leave them as is. Now let me just move on to my other guppy tank. This is the other change here. So in this one on the right side, I've added one of the female little, actually, was this the female? No, this is a little female fry. I'm putting her in here, and the other two are my red guppy males. Now, for some reason, I'm curing this tank now because I think either these fish caught it from the worms I was feeding them worms for a week, and I think if you overfeed them with worms, the worms do have some bacteria and you will get your guppies sick. So try not to feed them too much. Worms, maybe a couple days, then switch back to flakes. That's just, a rookie mistake there. So in this tank, I've got my tiger, and he seems to be a little bit tired today. And I'm breeding him with one of the bigger fries from the black female at the top. But she's actually a second generation of mine. She's a yellow mixed with black female. So I'm trying to get some tigers out of that breeding group there. And in here, going back to the little guy, little female here. She, I believe, is a fry from my dad. It's not even my little fry, so she looks to be yellow with the black on the tail. So I do not know what female or male that is from. So I'm trying to introduce that, and hopefully some nice red, orange guppies will come out. He's got a nice huge tail, which I would like to see, and I'm trying to breed him with various females. And I do not know why, but these orange guppies, they're very fragile. They don't seem to last very long. I've lost one originally. Now this second one here is not doing very well, and you can see the female in the back is already panicking. I think he'll be fine. He was fine yesterday. He did the same thing yesterday. He was a little tired, did this sort of a stand-up, and then he came back and he was fine. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, those orange ones are fragile. I don't know why. I thought the light blue ones were fragile, but they seem to be doing very well. And they're very nice to look at. So I've got them in their own tank. But we'll see. So let's keep going and see what else we've done. Now, in this big tank, I have nothing other than 3 little fry from that little guy is from the black female. That little guy with the blue dot, actually with the black dot, is actually a blue fry from the blue aquarium. It's the second female that actually produced at least one fry in this case for me, and there should be another one from the first another black one. You can see there's 2 black ones in the back, though, other than the one with the black dot. So those 2 are from the original pairing. that I've had. So let me go back down to the next aquarium that I've got, which is the one with the bright light. Now in this one, I'm keeping a nice yellow female with a yellow male. Now these guys are pure yellow. He's got a nice white tuxedo. So I'm hoping to breed those out. They do look nice, and she and him are extremely in sync. So I think they came from the same breeding pair. Eventually I'll have to try and mix them a little bit. I want to build very hardy and sturdy guppies. A lot of guppies are bred and they're just inbred and they're just not very strong. So I'm trying my best to mix them. As you see in my videos, I'm going for specific guppies. So even though sometimes you'll see the female she's pregnant, doesn't mean in my aquarium that she's pregnant just from that one male. I do like to move them around. They're used to it. So you will see that in my videos. Now in this next one, this is an interesting experiment. My female, she's a bit, I don't know why she's swimming awkwardly today too, but she is a nice yellow green tail female with a black spot like that, and sometimes they do pretend or they're hungry, so I have to feed them too. She's not doing that well, looks like, but we'll see how she does. So like I said, some guppies are just not the sturdiest, right? But this male guppy that she's with is absolutely superb. He's super strong. He came from the top aquarium, the Japan aquarium, and he's one of the males I took out. I took him out of there because number one, he's got a round black tail that I did not want. I want the bigger tail black guppy to breed with the big male. He's fine. He's got good size, but that's all I need from him. The rest of the fry I'm hoping will be from the other male. Now, I've put him here because what I want to do is I'd love to breed a nice green yellow tuxedo. As you can see, I'm hoping you will see a little bit. Her tail has the most spectacular green yellow combination, and I'm trying to create a, oh, there she goes. Now she's feeling better. Okay, so I'm trying, she is hungry. So I'm trying to create a black tuxedo with yellow tail male with this really interesting yellow color versus the warmer yellow color that this guy has. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I've also added another male here. Now this is a fry that came from the tiger yellow guppy that I have that was mixed with the black female in the Japan top tank. Now he's got a nice black tuxedo. He's still a baby. He may look like a female, but believe me, this guy is gonna be a beautiful male, and he's gonna have a nice yellow sort of a tiger tail. So I'm hoping that with her and with him we can develop a tuxedo, and maybe I can introduce another yellow male here later. Hopefully I'll find one more towards her color so that we can produce this really interesting tuxedo. Well, that's the goal for that tank, and I have to I am curing this tank as well because of the fact that this female is looking so odd. I am curing this tank as well. So the So we'll move on. And these are my newest additions. And they have an aquarium all on their own. I just got these, and I don't know how sturdy they will be. But these are beautiful red male. I'm not sure why my camera isn't showing the true colors here and not zooming in properly. But they have a nice female that I purchased to go with them, and this is still what I originally want, is to develop an all red, fully red guppy. Now these guys have quite a bit of red on them, and she is actually quite a bit red on the backbone as well, which is beautiful for a female guppy. You can see if I can get that developed and pass that trait on with these guys who have quite a bit of red, now I should be able to produce some really beautiful male and female guppies out of that. So those are the main updates. Let's see if we can get you guys over to the main tank and show you that my 55-gallon is still curing, and these guys are hungry. I just came home, so pardon me if some of the fish are tired from breeding, and some of them are hungry, so I need to feed them right away here. But I thought I would, before I lose another day and not update you guys on what's going on with my guppies, so that eventually you can see how I've developed my own guppies, hopefully. That is why I want to record as much as possible for you. Now, I mentioned that 2-3 weeks will go by before I put a fish in here. However, I felt very strongly, because of the water I put in here, I filter all my water through like one of those jugs, so it takes a while to put in. And I do have a tester fish that I've put in, which is my sword female. She's absolutely beautiful, and she's my tester. She's been in here, and she's been doing absolutely great, and I absolutely love this fish. I originally just wanted her to be a tester fish, but I fell in love with the way she looks. She's absolutely stunning, and I'm debating whether or not to get her a male or just continue what I'm going to do. Now, what I'm going to do with this tank is I'm going to add my male guppies only to this tank. No females, just male guppies that I will develop, that I will want to breed out, and I want to maybe sell off to some local fish stores. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. But that's what this aquarium will be. It'll be some beautiful guppies you guys can have a look at. Nice long-tailed guppies. And in this tank, here's Benjamin and the rest of his friends. Now everybody's nice and healthy here. Look at that, Vinicius. Absolutely beautiful. So, pardon about the glare. I'll work on that as the videos go on. I'll try and maybe turn off some of the tanks in the back, or and so forth. So let me take you back for 1 second and also show you that my tanks are set up here. So you can see I have one guppy tank. This is the black guppies. I have my food tank, which is minnows, the flying fish, snails, ghost shrimp, and I'm not sure what else I'll put in there. Now in this one, this is all blue. black tuxedo, light blue, royal looking guppies. I'm trying to develop them into a darker blue veil, longer veils, sort of the color of like a royal blue, hopefully. And here on the left side is my yellow tiger guppy, who's been the most effective in breeding so far. And he has a nice yellow slash black female that's the baby off of her, the big black female on the top aquarium. Now in this tank here is the two red ones, the red male and the red female. Now this aquarium here is being cured because I'm not liking how weak he's looking. I think he's sick, so I put some medicine in there. I'll keep a close eye on him and see what happens. I've already lost one in the past. I do not want to lose another. He is absolutely beautiful, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm thinking a lot to do with what's going on is he's tired because the air bubbles are on the other side. Did move up the divider a little bit to pass the air, the water flow through. So hopefully it'll help out. If it's, it'll give him a little bit more power to fight off whatever he's got. Now, back at the top here, this aquarium, I have 3 little fry right now. 2 that are this black female's original fry, and 1 that just has a black dot on the tail, and he's from this tank. He's a baby from this tank. Now he may be a baby from the female that is a fry juvenile female in this tank with the yellow tiger, because she was in this tank with the blue guppies and with the blue female for more than a week, and she may have given birth. She looked like she could have. She was quite pregnant and she wasn't. It might be hers. So I've taken that fry out. It's the only one. That's why I don't believe it's the big blue female here that gave birth, but it's the one that was just moved last night to this tank. So that fry is in here. So he'll be a combination probably of a black yellow female that's in here with the blue. So I'm hoping some blue will come through on him when he gets bigger. So in this tank, on the left side, you'll see the pure yellow, warmer yellow colored guppies, the male and the female in here, and they're doing fine. And in here is the black male guppy that came from here. He's my second strongest guppy. He's absolutely a powerhouse when it comes to breeding. He's all over this poor girl here. Maybe that's part of the reasons why she's tired. I'm also curing this tank because of the yellow guppies. I'm not sure, but if I look closely at the male guppy fin, he's got a bit of a spot on him somewhere. So I was concerned that it might be ick of some kind. So I gotta keep a really close eye on these fish, make sure that everything's cured if need be. So 2 tanks that are still being cured. Pardon the phone. So we'll wrap it up. In this tank are the newcomers, the red guppies. Thank you very much.